Look, everyone, myself included, has done something stupid at least once in their lives. And if you do think I'm pointing this out because iShowSpeed is a person of color or anything like that, you're the one who's being racist without any doubt, because stupidity is universal. It's human, regardless of ethnicity, gender, or condition. The main problem that I got with iShowSpeed is the consistency and the intentions. Darren Watkins Jr., or better known as iShowSpeed, is a streamer from Cincinnati, Ohio, who specializes in doing loads and loads of stupid shit on camera for the entertainment of thousands, if not millions of viewers. That stupid streamer trend is not something he innovated like many others like Bathrobe Dwayne and such, but is clearly one of the most popular, if not the most popular one, falling on this trend. Then it's just sad for a multitude of reasons. I'm here basically implying at this point that due to the constancy of his antics that anyone watching him might guess he's trolling at this point. Even if that was minimally true, it doesn't make me think that iShowSpeed was particularly an intelligent person still. In this attempt at constantly and intentionally doing stupid crap on camera, especially in most common sense stuff anyone will think of, it's not very smart, even as a trolling scenario. It's like the guy who just does a bunch of stupid shit that he just says he's just pretending to be stupid. Here's iShowSpeed igniting fireworks inside his house, potentially putting his house on fire. Here is iShowSpeed installing a virus on his computer. Here he is showing Minecraft porn. Here he is allowing people to spam him media shares on his stream with ear rape on them while he's attempting to sleep. Here he is being racist and misogynistic. I'm saying this is very dumb even as a troll thing because it's not particularly respectful of your integrity as a streamer or as a person per se. It poses a danger on your career or your life, obviously. And it will be obvious to say that he's mainly doing this for attention, views, and money. I already mentioned on my Borja Escalona video that there's a subset of people willing to do anything and everything, even morally questionable or unintelligent, for views and money. Borja Escalona will be to Spain what iShowSpeed will be to America. That mere toxic attitude comes as a product of engagement in a social media platform, enabling this sort of behavior. It's a constant cycle of feedback between him and his toxic audience, because both of these are at the mercy of each other. On one hand, he feeds his audience with such material for grim entertainment, making his audience want more of it. On the other, his audience keeps pushing him to the limit, allowing him to react constantly to whatever his audience is pushing him into. It's not just silly meme time, this is serious. It could lead to a serious degenerational collective brain damage when exposed to this sort of content, where stupidity is rewarded with clout and attention. Engagement in social media like YouTube and such does not distinguish engagement on content that is talented, intellectual, or good from engagement on content that is the complete opposite. Thus, both sorts of things, given enough luck, can be rewarded either way with the same dopamine spikes. These sorts of things draw advertising revenue, just remember that. And ever since the public dislikes are removed from YouTube, nobody could easily tell now except the content creator what is worth and what isn't in doing. iShowSpeed is like a sad little circus freak, willingly putting himself up there to be laughed at by the rest of mere mortals contemplating it. A constant train wreck unfolding in slow motion for the entertainment of others, and whether it is intentional or not, it is simply sad. There are an infinity of ways to entertain people online that don't require putting yourself at the spotlight of mockery and humiliation, intentionally or not. And yet, somehow, this is rewarded more than your average Let's Play YouTuber. Stupidity holds such power on a society that it is uncontestable. When society sees an intelligent person or a talented one might think that it is just boring or just overseen. But when you see a dumb person doing or saying something dumb, you can't just avoid even smirking uncomfortably at it. That's what an average person does. It's inevitable. A lot of people tend to laugh at the misfortunes of others as long as those misfortunes don't affect them. It is a natural part of humankind. Not saying it is morally okay to laugh at someone's misfortune, but it has been ingrained in our society for literal ages. Laughing at iShowSpeed has become natural, so natural in fact that it's bringing him a lot of attention, money, and fame. The legacy iShowSpeed will leave is one of stupid per se, but it's a legacy that will give him so much power and influence over his audience. There's a video by Nerd City that describes how a YouTuber like JStation is willingly doing anything and everything to influence little kids for money and fame, and the end result of that is that a subset of little imitators willing to do the same than him to get a fraction of the success he has. I'm willing to say with all dare that there's a subset of people, or rather little kids, willing to do the same thing that iShowSpeed does just to get a fraction of success that Speedy has. Because inevitably, his stupidity influences people to do the same. In this constant chase of fame and money within the system, one could be easily tempted to imitate the already successful to get a fraction of success. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd also wish to get the same amount of success doing what I already do myself through more intelligent content, but this system is only one that rewards malice and stupid as long as it works. Or, at least as long as you're born with enough privilege or luck to guarantee you success over the rest of 99% mortals who have to be average people at best within their office cubicle jobs. I can come out with a stupid CEO of a tech company that doesn't have any idea of the subject matter of the company that he's running, but yet he has still so much power over that company. iShowSpeed is one of the inherent problems the system creates, a system that just rewards the bad and stupid, or the talented, intelligent, or even the goodwill. And the only way to beat it is to just stop playing by their game and breaking it. Be fucking smart.